here with a political genius, with a writer and author of Define Conservatism for Past, Present, and Future Generations, and his 13-year-old, Jonathan Krohn. Again, God bless you. Jonathan, our first set here, we were talking about the difference in the past and the present, and let's talk about the future. Do you plan to run for office?
Well, God willing, of course.
Yes.
If it's God's will, maybe someday. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm working on getting my book done, and I'm working on that. And I'm also working on becoming a contributor to all these different major news networks and getting conservatism out there, and getting that message out there, and talking politics, and getting not only a kid's point of view, but really my point of view as a conservative out there.
Well, again, let me rephrase the question. Do you have a desire to run for office?
Someday.
Someday.
It all depends.
Like next week? No,
not next week. I'd love to run for office someday, and I have a lot of people who would love to see me run for office someday, and that'd be a great aspiration. And at the moment, I have a lot of other political things on my plate. And
your plate is full. Talk about some of your previous engagements or speaking platforms and what's on the horizon. Will you share that with us now?
You want me to go through all of them?
Not all of them. I mean, I know that we got a mutual friend, and that is Monty Nichols,
yes,
who is the awesome
He's
director,
great.
Conductor of the Gwinnett Philharmonic, and I've had engagements with him.
Yes.
I did the narration for the Philharmonic there for Gwinnett. I think mine was Lincoln Portrait. But I also know that you also appeared with Monty Nichols.
I did a narration for Benjamin Britten's Young People's Guide to the Orchestra,
right.
And I did that. That was their first kids show before, and now they're closed, and right. But they did a great job with all that they did, and they really invited me, and I had a good time there. And other engagements I've done recently, I was on talking about my book and talking politics with talk show host Mike Gallagher.
Yeah.
And we had a fun time doing that, and I was on that show on last Monday. And let's see, a week or two before that, I was on the Bill Bennett radio program.
Okay.
And let's see, I was also tomorrow I'm speaking at Emory University at the Federalist Society, talking about not my book as much as talking about the conservatism ideology, as well as talking about this upcoming election and how it's going to affect us in the future, and why conservatism and the principles of conservatism must be upheld in this election. Other things I've been to, let's see, I've been to a lot of other events lately. For example, what was that? Oh, I did a book signing with Martha Zoller at the premiere of the new movie, Hype, The Obama Effect, and I did a movie there with I did a book signing with Martha Zoller, and I did another book signing at the Fulton County Republican Party headquarters. I did a book signing there with them at the VP Watch Party. And I've done quite a few book signings around the area, and I did another event with Sue Everhart in Cobb County. So that was fun.
Great. Is this your first book?
This is my first book.
Your first book?
Yes.
But I'm sure it will not be your last.
No, it will not be
You probably got about
last.
20 books still rattling around in your head somewhere.
I do. I have, hopefully within the next few, hopefully after all this book tour is done and all that, the next book I'm hoping to get out there, I have two that I'm going to start working on as soon as all this stuff with this book's over. One's called Being a Conservative in a Barack Obama or a Liberal World. And the second one is Dictatorship, 10 Dictators and the Foreign Policy We Must Use to Combat Them. And those are my two books that I'm working on at the moment.
That last one is mighty thick, mighty heavy.
Yes.
A lot of research.
And it'll probably be very thick in pages as well.
I'm sure. I'm sure. And you may be at least 13 and a half when you finish.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I'm sure the audience is interested. There are a couple of million people listening to us communicate here on the talk set, and there'll be those who will be interested in obtaining a copy of your book or getting you to come and speak to their organizations. So we got about 4 minutes. I want you to look into the camera and tell them how to obtain your services, your book. Will you do that for us?
Yes. You can go to my website, www.defineconservatism.com, DEFINE. conservatism.com, and you can order the book there. I have a political blog on there talking about what's going on in politics today, as well as a link where you can book me for speaking. And everything's on the website, and you can go through there.
Great. Marvelous. So for the book or booking for speaking engagements, and it was on the bottom of the screen as you were talking, so they put your name and your website up there. That's so absolutely, positively encouraging. There are many children out there tonight who are watching, and 13-year-olds and older who must be terribly impressed with you. I'm sure your mom is with you tonight.
Yes.
And she's one of your greatest fans,
yes,
I know.
She is.
She is. Yeah. So does she travel with you much?
She does. Sometimes I call her my chauffeur,
okay.
Because she takes me everywhere. And my dad's also a big fan, and he's watching right now. So
he's watching right now?
Yes, he's at home.
Yeah. But listen, I'm sure there'll be your chauffeur because I mean, the sky's the limit for you, son. I just don't. I mean, your age is 13, but I believe that you're much older than that. There's an old spirit in you somewhere.
Well, I thank you.
Yeah, but it's also not just an old spirit, it's an enlightened one.
Yes.
And that's what's important.
Why, thank you.
That you just not be mature in your actions, but also in your thoughts and your ways and your mannerism. From the very moment I spoke to you. Okay.
So.
At least 35.
At least.
35-year-old college grad, PhD, and political science.
Yes, sir.
And a 13-year-old body.
Yes, sir.
Let's believe that. So then I look forward to hearing a lot of great things from you in the future.
Yes, sir.
And remember this name, Jonathan Krohn, and I've got his book here, and he's going to autograph it while we're sitting here, and I'm going to ask him another question. So at Emory, what time are you at Emory tomorrow? Is it open to the public?
I'm sure that they usually invite some guests. It's going to be it's a very small room.
Okay.
Because it's the Federalist Society, but
right.
they do have guests, and I'll be at Emory. Let's see, around 12:10, and I'll be in room 18 of the law building.
Okay.
So it's all going to be on the website. So
great.
I might be up there now for all I know. But I'm going to be at Emory tomorrow, and I'm very excited because I got a whole hour to talk and take questions and do everything.
Awesome. God bless you. Listen, we've got to go back to music again, and we've got Dana Kelson again, and she's going to sing for us another beautiful selection while I chat some more with Jonathan. Stay tuned.